Okay, so this is for section 1-2, and this is linear measure and precision. It's called linear measure and precision. Okay, and some terms that you need to know out of this section. Okay, one is called line segment. Yesterday we talked about a line. A line extends in both directions, and it's going to have an arrow on both ends. Well, this is a line segment. A line segment is a measurable part of a line that consists of 2 points called endpoints. A line segment is a measurable part of a line that consists of 2 points called endpoints, and all of the points between them. So, when I show you point A and point B as endpoints, you still label them with letters, uppercase letters, but the difference is this is a line segment, not a line. A line is going to have an arrow on both ends. Okay? And it can be written as AB. Notice the difference. It's just a segment up above. It does not have the double arrows. Okay? Or, just like we did yesterday, you can label it BA. Okay? So, you can, just like we did yesterday, you can write this as AB or BA, but the symbol's got to be above it. Okay? It would help probably if we would all agree to write them alphabetical. That would help in the grade checking. Okay, so it doesn't have to be, but that would probably be the preferred method, to go alphabetical AB. Okay? Now, in the book, if you don't have the symbol above it, then you're talking about the length of that line segment. So the length or the measure of AB, segment AB, is written as AB. So on this one, it would be like AB is 5 units long. Okay? So if there's no, bless you. So if there's no segment above there, okay. If there's no segment above it, then it's talking about how long is it, the length. Okay? Okay, the next thing the author defines is precision. Precision of any measurement depends on the smallest unit available on that measuring tool. Okay, so if I'm looking at a ruler, and the ruler goes all the way out to 1/16 of an inch, then my precision would be to measure it to the nearest 1/16 of an inch. If the ruler has the smallest measurement on it is 1/8 of an inch, then that's what I would measure it to. Okay, precision of any measurement depends on the smallest unit available. If you're on a metric, like if your meter stick goes to the nearest, if the smallest measurement on there is centimeters, then that would be your precision. Okay, if the smallest unit on your measuring instrument is a millimeter, then that would be your precision, to the nearest millimeter. Okay, so precision of any measurement depends on the smallest unit available on that measuring tool. Okay, the next thing the author goes through in this section is what they call, and it's a phrase, betweenness of points. Betweenness of points for any 2 points, and they're using A and B. For any 2 points, A and B on a line, there is another point C between A and B. Okay, for any 2 points, A and B on a line, there's another point C between A and B, if and only if. In math, mathematicians abbreviate that phrase IFF. IFF means if and only if. If and only if A, B, and C are collinear, and in a math statement, and means both parts have to be true. So A, B, and C have to be collinear, and AC plus CB has to equal the whole segment AB. Those are actually talking lengths or measures. So it would be like if this was 5 and this was 3, then the whole thing would be 8. Okay? So for any 2 points A and B on a line, there's another point C between A and B, if and only if A, B, and C are collinear, and AC plus CB equals AB. That's called betweenness of points. And it will always be like this plus this has to equal the whole thing. Okay? Like if I had one like that, okay, it would be PR plus RQ equals PQ, the whole thing. That means R is between P and Q. It has to be collinear, and it has to be where those lengths add up to the total. Okay? And that's betweenness. 2 segments that have the same measure, 2 segments that have the same measure are called congruent. 2 segments that have the same measure are called congruent. Okay, this is the symbol for congruent. Everybody look up here for a minute. This is the symbol for congruent. It's a little wave like that with 2 lines underneath it. Try making that. It's a little wave with 2 lines underneath it. That means they are the same length. Okay? So, if I have a segment XY, and it's 5 centimeters in length, and I have a segment MN, and it's 5 centimeters in length, then I can write segment XY is congruent to segment MN. Okay, now, I can turn that around. Segment YX is congruent to segment MN. Yeah, because they're both 5 units. And I can turn them both around. Okay, so as a grader, you have to pay attention. If I say the answer on the answer key is this one right? Yes. This one right? Yes. So you as the grader have to know that those answers are both correct. And then if somebody counts yours wrong, if somebody counted this one wrong, when you get your paper back, you say, wait just a minute. You ask them first and say, yeah, it's okay to have those backwards. Okay, or you say, Miss Elliott, will you check my number 15? Because I think they checked it wrong and it should be correct. Okay, and then I'll go back and correct it. Hopefully we'll correct it before you hand it in. Okay, then it's much easier to record. Okay, okay. Any questions on what we've covered? Good? Okay. That's as much as we're going to do.